Hey, what's up YouTube? In this video, I'll be showing you how to make another wooden house. Oh, and by the way, just in case you have any more house related needs, wooden or otherwise, feel free to check out the card system and the links below down in the description for my various house tutorial playlists. If you like this house, odds are you'll like a lot of my other houses. Moving on, if you want to make it, here's what you're going to need. You will need some spruce wood and some dark oak planks. Grab birch planks. Also, grab yourself some dark oak slabs, and grab some dark oak stairs, and some birchwood stairs. Also, grab yourself some white stained glass pane, and that should probably cover it, guys. So once you have each one of these materials right here, and once you've figured out where you want to make it, I'll be making it right here, you're going to want to kick off your house with a row of 4 spruce wood coming directly up from the ground. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Like that. Then take this top block, this 4th block, and go right of it by 10. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then connect that 10th block to the ground to form this rectangular shape, like that. And I should also mention, guys, that the entrance to the house is actually going to go right in the center of this row right here. And the entrance to the house will actually look a little bit like this, just for your guys' information. And of course, if you wanted to, you could also build it on this opposite side if you were so inclined. But that's where the entrance is going to be. I know a lot of you like to know that. Now, continuing on, come all the way back over to this 10th block that we connected to the floor here. Take this 10th block and coming towards you, do a row of 4. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Then connect that 4th block to the ground. Then take that 4th block again and now go right of it by 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then connect that 4th block to the ground. Now take a sideways view, so we're now looking towards the entrance, and now take this 4th block again, and you want to go right of it by, you might have guessed it, by 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then connect it to the ground. Then take this block of 4 again and go right of it by 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then connect it to the ground. One more time for this side, guys. Take this 4th block, go right of it by 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then connect it to the ground. We now want to take a sideways view again, so we're now looking towards where the front of the house is going to be. Take this 4th block, go right of it by 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then connect it to the ground. Something a little different now. Take this 4th block and go right of it by 10. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then connect that 10th block to the ground. Now take this 10th block and go right of it by 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then connect that 4th block to the ground. Now take a sideways view to this 4th block, and you guys might already be able to see how this is going to end, but take this and go right of it by 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then connect it to the ground. Now we have to do this 2 more times, so that'll be 1, 2, 3, 4. Connect it to the ground, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Connect it to the ground. We then want to come to the front view right here. We want to go right of this 4th block by 4, obviously 1, 2, 3, 4. Connect it down to the ground like that, and then we want to take that 4th block and we want to connect it to the front of the house, and that will give us the base shape of the house, guys. It's just a big giant N shape like this, or kind of like an A without the circular bit in the middle. Once you guys have reached this point right here, this is what you have to do next. So everywhere that we connected a block to the ground, we now want to go on top of each one of those blocks, each by 4 with our spruce wood. So that'll be 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We've got a few on this side. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and obviously what we're doing is we're just making the 2nd floor of the house. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and it is identical to the ground floor. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. It really is. So 1, 2, 3, 4. We even have an entrance on the same place on the ground floor as we do on the first floor. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and I think we have one left to do, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4. And of course, once you've got all of your rows of 4 or close to it, you then want to take each one of those 4th blocks and connect them together. I know that we've got a couple of rows which are slightly shorter, but when we connect them all together, the top block that we use to connect them together will just, you know, serve as that 4th block anyway. So we'll still end up with the same thing going all the way around the outside, and we'll just have made the second floor nice and easy. So just continue to go all the way around the top and connect each one of those 4th blocks together, and you will end up with roughly the exact same thing that you have on the ground floor, except of course we haven't got the entrance on the second floor yet. So that is what you want to end up with, guys. Bottom floor, second floor, perfect. What do we want to do next? Well, we're going to add in the framework for the roofs. So the framework for the roofs exists on this left hand side and the right hand side at the front of the house. So to do this, on top of this block right here, you guys can see the one that I have highlighted. You just want to do a spruce wood. Up right diagonally from that, do a spruce wood. Bottom right diagonally from that, do a spruce wood. And then place a white stained glass pane in the center. And bam, guys, that is what you want to have for the framework of the roof. And once you've done that to one side, do the exact same thing to the other side. It's very simple. It's just 4 blocks including the glass panes. So you just want to have that on both sides of the fronts of the roofs, which are just on the 2 fronts of the front of the house. Once you've got both of those taken care of, it's now time for us to do all of the blocks associated with the walls. So I'll tell you what, we'll start off our journey here. So starting with the entrance or left of the entrance here, you just want to go right, starting from this block. We're going to go right, we're going to go all the way around the base of the house, and I'm just going to give you guys the sequence of blocks that we want to use to fill in the entire house. So this is what we want to do. So let's move the white stained glass pane closer to each one of the planks, and we can get this started. So starting from the left here, going right all the way around, do 1 glass pane, 1 dark oak plank, 1 glass pane, then we've got the entrance here, then 1 glass pane, 1 oak, 1 pane, 1 birch, 1 pane, 1 birch, 1 birch, 1 pane, 1 birch, 1 birch, 1 pane, 1 birch, 1 oak, 1 pane, 1 oak, then 1 birch, 1 glass, 1 birch, then coming round to the back, 1 oak, 1 glass, 1 oak, then 1 glass, 1 birch, 1 glass, then 1 oak, 1 glass, 1 oak, 1 glass, 1 birch, 1 glass, then 1 oak, 1 glass, 1 oak. Then coming round to the left hand side now, you want to do 1 birch, 1 glass, 1 birch, then 1 oak, 1 glass, 1 oak, 1 birch, 1 glass, 1 birch. Coming round to the front, 1 birch, 1 glass, 1 birch. Coming back to this side, 1 birch, 1 glass, 1 birch. And what we've essentially done there, guys, if you just look all the way around the base of the house, we have now laid out exactly what we have to do for not only the base of the house, this ground floor, but also for this second floor as well. So all we have to do to complete this is we just have to extend those first initial rows all the way up to the top of the first floor and all the way up to the top to the next floor as well. So we just have to extend these going all the way around the house, and that's all we have to do. Very, very simple, guys. Nothing much to it whatsoever. So what we're going to do once we've actually finished these walls, which shouldn't take us too long. The glass will be a little bit tricky, guys, but hey, you know, glass usually is. What we'll do once we've actually done this is we will then take care of the roof, and then that's actually it. This house is pretty really simple, honestly. It's there's nothing much to it whatsoever. It looks cool though, especially once the garden's in, and I've actually done an interior as well. I've got a pretty decent interior laid out with the original version of this house, which I'll show you guys after we have, of course, taken care of the structure. And I'm just talking about that because these next few parts are kind of a little mindless, and there's no reason to describe what I'm doing. So, of course, all we're doing now is we're still extending each one of these blocks through the first floor, coming all the way up to the second, and that's all we have to do. I'm doing all of the wood first, and then I'm going to go around and do all of the glass, because the glass is just completely awkward in comparison to the wood. Oh, and I did mention, but I'll also point it out again, what we want to do in regards to the second floor where the entrance is, we just want to copy the entrance, because this here is actually going to be a balcony. So we want to have an entrance which looks exactly like the one that we have on the ground floor. So what are we doing? We've still got to raise up all of the blocks. I don't think we've got that many left. I can't remember whether I did the front here. No, I didn't. So we're just going to raise up the last of this wood, and then we're just going to add in all of the glass, which will take a little bit of time, but like I said, it has to be done. So now we're just going to add in all of the glass. It's actually not so difficult. It's just a little bit different. It's a little bit different positioning in relation to the wood. The wood's a lot easier to place, but the glass isn't so different. It's not so much more difficult, but you have to be like next to where you want to place it, whereas the wood you can just be above it. So we're just adding all of this in. It's actually going a lot quicker than I thought it would, and like I've already mentioned, after we've got this taken care of, we will take care of the roof, and then we will do the balcony, because I completely forgot about the balcony, guys, and then we'll be done. But it's a very quick house to make, really, and it's just really easy as well. It's why I like this house, and I like this design. I've actually got a brick house which looks somewhat similar to this. It's a little bit bigger, and of course with it being brick, it's got a bit of a different design to it, like with the walls and stuff. But oh, I completely forgot about this dark oak. There we go. It's got a bit of a different design, like the walls are kind of sunken in relation to the ones that we have here, and it looks really cool. Maybe I'll leave a link for that in the card system and in the description below. Then again, I'll just leave the playlist and you guys can take a look at that if you want. So as you can see, guys, we've now went all the way around the house. We've taken that first initial row of mixed blocks and we have extended them, and we've brought them all the way up to the top of the house. That is the bottom floor and the top floor completely done now, guys. Now, once you've got that taken care of, it's now time for us to take care of the roof. So, coming to, we'll start on the left-hand side, shall we? Coming to the left-hand side here, this is how you want to take care of the roof, guys. So, the roof is quite easy. The inside part of the roof just connects the two parts of the roof that we have on the front, on the left and right hand side. The inside part just connects these two parts together, and the outside part of the roof connects the entire outside part together. And the way that you want to do this is you want to have the first row of the roof, which starts in line with the top of the framework. The first row of the roof wants to be dark oak, and then the rest of the roof wants to be birch wood stairs. So you want to have the ends of the roof and the first row of the roof to be dark oak, and you want the rest of it to be birch wood. And it's as simple as that, guys. That is the only difficult part of the roof, and it's not even difficult, is it? So that's all you have to do. You just have to make the, if I can place this block, my microphone's in the way and it's kind of hard to get the depth. There we go, got it. My microphone, it's on a big like boom arm, and it's got loads of wires and a shock mount. I just couldn't see where I was supposed to place that. Then I should probably put somewhere else or get taller. That's a possibility as well. But as you guys can see, and we've pretty much completed the inside part of the roof, as you can see, you want to connect those two halves together. First row, the bits that overhang want to be oak, rest of it birch. Let's continue around the outer side, shall we? So coming across this outer side, we just want to do the first row of dark oak. Then we'll add in all of the overhanging parts, and then all we have to think about are the birch wood stairs. So birch, birch, and then oak, oak, oak. Then all we have to do is place all of the birchwood stairs going all the way around. And I suppose the roof is ever so slightly different than what we usually do, so I suppose I'll go over that as well. But oh, we've got to place the oak here as well. Oak, oak, oak. Then we've just got one more layer of birchwood stairs to do, I believe. Yep, we've just got the one more layer, and then we'll fill the top part of this thing in. And we're not going to be filling this in conventionally, as we usually would with, like, birchwood blocks or, like, just regular planks. We're going to be doing it a little bit differently. So once you've got the base of the roof taken care of, guys, once you've got the main part done, what you then want to do is the overhanging parts of the roof. Underneath the overhanging blocks, you of course just want to place upside down stairs and connect the top parts together with dark oak planks just at the very top, as I'm doing now, just to make the roof look a little bit more exciting, a little bit nicer like this. So just to show you, you just want to have that on the two front overhanging parts of the roof. And then what we want to do to finish off the roof for good is we then just want to fill the top part in. We want to fill it in with dark oak slabs. So we just want to fill the above area in with dark oak slabs, guys, and that'll just make the roof look a little bit pointier, and it'll also give it a nice cool effect as well, because it's not like one block higher, or it's not just flat, it's got a bit of a better effect, and that's liable to happen. You might just double up on your blocks and accidentally create a plank, and of course it'll just make the front parts of the roofs look a little bit nicer as well. It just gives them a bit of a better point, and it just stops them looking so flat. So what you want to do for the top of the roof should look a little bit like this, which I think we can both agree looks a little bit nicer. And of course, looking at it from the front, that's how this thing looks, guys. It's pretty nice. Once you've got the roof taken care of, all we have to do now is the balcony. The balcony is very easy. Connect the left hand side and the right hand side of the house together with a row of dark oak stairs like that. Fill the center portion in that's left with dark oak wood planks like this. We've only got 3 rows to do. That'll be 2 and 3. And then fill the, well, you don't want to fill, you then want to place a row of glass pane going on top of these stairs. So you just want to end up with a balcony that should look exactly like this. That's a nice looking balcony, very easy to do as well. And once you've done the balcony, guys, you have actually 100% fully completed the structure of the house. This is how it should look before you've done anything to it. What I'm now going to do, guys, now that we have completed the tutorial portion of this video, I'm going to go away, I'm going to load up my overworld, and I'm going to show you the original version of this where I've done the garden and I've done the interior as well. So the next part, I'm not going to tutorial any of it, it's just to give you guys a bit of a better idea what you could actually do with the house and what it could look like if you actually wanted to invest a little bit of time into it. But however, the tutorial portion of this is over. Back in a moment. Alright guys, so this is the original version of the house that we've just made. As you can see, we have the outside and the inside done. Shall we take a look at it? Let's start with the interior. So coming on in, we have this nice little path to follow into the house, and I will warn you guys, I went a little bit crazy with the interior this time around, especially on the ground floor. I kind of made it a little crammed in here. There's barely enough room to walk around. I kind of made a giant library, and I'm not entirely sure why, but I do like it. I have this fascination with libraries in Minecraft. I have no idea why. We have a nice little enchanting table here. Oh, the book's always ready for me. And we've got, I always like to put potted roses about the place. I'm not entirely sure why. So we have like this library on one half, this right half, and then we have split pretty much down the middle. Then on this opposite half, we have a kitchen here. You know it's a kitchen because I used white and black flooring. And we have like, I thought this was pretty clever. We have like this little seating area with like a countertop, like surrounded by the cupboards and stuff. I thought I was clever. I'm sure that this is, you know, the most basic of the basic, but I thought it was a good idea at the time. We have, these are supposed to be cupboards. I know guys, I'm very simple with my interiors, that's why I don't do them. And we've got like some countertops and stuff, and we have some, that's supposed to be a sink. The light blue wall, that's supposed to be like a cooker and stuff. Let's move up to the second floor. I'm a little prouder of the second floor. We have a sealed staircase in this little section here. Moving up to the second floor, we have a nice giant TV with like some speakers and like a TV stand. We've got like a coffee table and some big sofas. And of course, you can barely see the settee if you'd actually be able to. You can barely see the TV if you sit on the settee, is what I meant to say. I mean, it's kind of huge, and I don't know, I kind of like this. I've not tried to do anything like this before. I've not tried to like make a TV and a little like sofa area and some speakers and stuff. I don't know, I'm getting a little bit more adventurous with these interiors. As you guys know, for a very, very long time, I didn't bother with them whatsoever. But I'm starting to get a little bit more. In this little empty section here, or this little alcove, I should say, I've stored a bed with my trusty diamond sword just above. Oh, we don't want it pointing downwards. What if it fell off the wall and it was pointing downwards? Poor Steve would die, or Spider-Man in this case. So we just have a bed hidden in here. I kind of like that as well. And here, of course, we have the entrance onto the balcony, and you could put something out here if you wanted to. I contemplated putting a couple of potted plants, like one here and one here, but I didn't want to do that for whatever reason. I thought it might be a little too colourful. I thought it might take away from the house itself. So that's the interior of the house, guys. You can get plenty done in there, as you guys can see. And of course, if you wanted it to be a little bit more practical, you can throw some chests around and some crafting stuff around as well. If you wanted to, you know, place your crafting table and your furnaces and brewing stand. I should have used a furnace here. I should have used furnaces instead of just regular blocks. That would have made more sense. Oh look, now it actually looks like a cooker. That would have been smart. And obviously there's plenty of place upstairs. There's plenty of space upstairs, not plenty of place upstairs, to, you know, do whatever you want up here. So that's all I want to show you guys. Let's move to the exterior. The exterior is quite simple, and I do really like this exterior because it is simple, but I do think it works well. Here we have a path that leads directly into the house, and I like this, and the reason that I've left the door off is because it almost looks as though like the outside of the house and the inside of the house are just like together. It's just one, and you can see that around the house I have placed a layer of spruce wood that just goes all the way around the house. Oh, and you may notice that underneath each one of the window blocks, I've placed dark oak wood planks, but for the actual interior floor, I have used birchwood planks. I think it makes it look a little bit cooler. It makes it look a little bit more dark. And you can see that in between the two layers of spruce wood that we have around the house, I've placed some roses because I like roses. And coming around the path, around the final layer of spruce wood, we just have a layer of jungle leaves that goes all the way around, and I don't know, I just think that it looks really cool. I really like this house, just like I like the previous wooden house. I really like the dark oak wood. I like that a lot better than, what is it called, guys? I've already forgotten the name because I don't use it anymore. The spruce wood. I love the dark oak wood and the birchwood combination so much more than I like the spruce wood. And I might try and make like a, I'm gonna pronounce Acia, I don't know, Acia planks. I guess it's Acia, right? I've got no idea. I might try and make a house out of like an orange house or something. But yeah, guys, this is the house, and let's take a nice little brief tour. You can see that we've got a few things surrounding this house. We have an iPod, we have the LOL meme, but anyway, I'm getting a little bit distracted by my own world. This is why I usually do this in the other world. Hopefully you guys like this house, hopefully you've managed to make it, and if you guys do like this house, I'd really appreciate it if you guys could give me a like, a favorite, a share, anything you'd feel like doing to help me out, guys. I would just vastly appreciate. I love it when you show me love. I really do appreciate it, guys, and it just motivates me to make some more houses. And as a matter of fact, you can see last week's house all the way over there, just behind this house. I'm getting distracted by my own world. God damn it, I told myself this wouldn't happen. If you guys want to make any more of my houses, feel free to check out the card system and the links below down in the description. I have all of the playlists there. Feel free to have a bit of a look through them. There are loads of houses. I think we're approaching 100 of them. Thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you in the next video.